Hello, everybody. I will wait until people pop in. If you are here, make sure to comment in the comment section because how else would I know you here? So I'm going to give the chat a few minutes before, we get into this chat. Hey, I'm just giving people a chance to pop in. So, of course, I'm here. Because last night's episode was a bunch of things, and people kept asking for me to do live after shows, but I could not do it live yesterday. So do not forget to hit the like button, and all that good stuff. Hello. Okay, this is gonna be a real chill out. Hey, Cynthia. Real chill out situation. We're gonna discuss the show a little bit. So does everyone in the chat watch Love After Lockup? Because if you don't watch it, we can't discuss it. So who all actually watches the show? It's my first question. Where's my phone at? It's like, yes, I do. So, okay, so people watch it. That's great. So with the season finale that happened last night, for one, I kind of want to go couple by couple because there was a lot of foolishness that ensued. Checking with the boring finale. I kind of was like, yeah, the finale to me, I was like, what's going on? Why is it like, it was almost like it wasn't a real finale because I just don't think they wrap stuff up well enough. And that was the crazy part. It's a little dark in here. That was the crazy part for me. And so I'm like, how do we know what's really the end? So why should we maybe get into it? Okay. It's a guilty pleasure. Yes, it was not a closure. Hey, for New Orleans. Hey, New Orleans. But why is the hanger on my floor? So I'm pulling the shirt now. It seems a little extra since they just pulled together last minute. Anyway, it did. It was. I really feel like they're going to give Megan, Sarah, and Mike another season. So their thing will be a continuation. Paying for Detroit. Hey, Raphael Hardwick from my city, my hometown. I can't hear my phone talking to a friend because she's sleepy. Hey, Diva. But yeah, it was weird because I feel like Michael, Megan, and Sarah. I feel like Michael and Sarah thing kind of wrapped up because they both want a divorce. But I feel like him going to see Megan and then telling us how he has something to tell her, but then he don't really tell her nothing besides him saying we need to get back to where we used to be. That's said enough for the season. It's like, do we want new couples every season, or is every other season going to be a continuation with certain people? I think Megan and Michael, and of course Sarah, will have another season. They do not need to bring Lizzie and Scott back at all. But they're dragging this Michael. You know what? The reason I don't think they're dragging it out, I think it's just because they are still dealing with each other. And that's the weird part. I want to know who that woman was who called him another female he dealing with. Okay, because if it wasn't Sarah, if it wasn't Megan, and there's some other girl who has kids, people keep saying they think that he has more kids out here. I don't think he has more kids. I think he's dealing with somebody who has kids. Hey Sam. Hey Diva. Your guilty pleasure. Season 1. I feel like WeTV did season 1 and was like, okay, we're gonna put this out here and see how people like it. And then people loved it. And then they just kind of hit the ground smoking. So they got more people. And I feel like for some of them, the stories are still developing. So they're having to just kind of play catch up, is what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear if y'all have questions, put the word question versus if y'all just commenting. If it's a question I need to see, just put the word question. Um, did you hear yeah, I heard that um look crack Tracie is back in jail. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised at how bad she looks, but I feel like Tracie has a real drug problem. I don't think they've ever hid that. I think, she has a whole drug problem, and she was clean for a minute. But I think also we see her and Clint is crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Her little baby Jack, like I'm not surprised at all. I'm surprised at how bad she looks. Like she looked worse to me on that mug shot than she did on the show. And I was like, that's the part that for me that was just kind of crazy. Um, oh, my reviews got yeah. I wasn't watching Love at the Lockup. I think somebody told me about it, and then maybe I like see, but it was like season one, maybe the second episode. Someone had mentioned it to me, and I was like, "Well, let me try to review it and see." And I'm like, "Oh my god, it's amazing ratchetry all up and through." Um, Sarah fought for divorce, but was upset when Michael brought it up. Sarah wanted Michael to convince her to not divorce him. Sarah went there thinking Sarah really believed he loved her, mainly because he told her he did. And I think what happened was she wasn't prepared for the truth. And the crazy part about it was Megan was right, because Megan was saying he told me he would only deal with my mama because of the kid. Even when he told us in the beginning, I'm doing this because I want to be around my kids. I'm like with him telling her like, look, yes, I proposed, yes, we got married, but I did all that because you would not let me see my daughter. So I figured, well, let's just get married. It's like he was wrong as hell, absolutely, and it was fucked up. But he told her the truth, and she wasn't prepared for that. She felt like the wife, and she felt like, okay, he married me. See, he wants to stay married because I do so much for him. So he's not gonna just like still love that girl. He's not gonna tell me. But he was like, well, no, we do need a divorce. I don't want to be with you. I wasn't happy to see you when I got out. I was like, oh. When he said he wasn't happy to see her when he got out of prison, I said, "Oh, he ain't shit. He ain't shit at all." Um, but they still are married now. Neither one of them has to move forward with the divorce. I think it's probably they probably don't know how to get divorced, or they can't afford it. Um, how do you feel about Andrea? I feel like Andrea and Lamar. Okay, let's switch a little bit. Andrea and Lamar. Andrea is the kind of crazy who, as Lamar said, don't even know they're crazy. The fact that she married him out of prison, we should have known that she was crazy. But I feel like, okay, we kind of probably see why she was single in the first place, because anybody who takes a trip to Utah with their husband and then say, we're going to stay here, I'm like, that's the definition of kidnapping. Like, I don't get how she feels like, okay, we should just stay here. And she feel like if he don't want to do that, then, oh, he's crazy. No. And not only that, y'all don't have to be either in Utah or in LA. Pick somewhere neutral. But but tell your husband that you don't feel safe in California and we need to move. But you don't just take him to Utah and kidnap. I'm like, she is very crazy. She is very absolutely positively nuts. So, and I'm like, girl, she better fix it, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna want to be with her because she's a kidnapper. She's a kidnapper. It's just stupid. Um, and it's just oh so stupid. They get on my damn nerve. I think Baby Jack will be on something too. I do think Clint is on drugs as well. I just think he is able to cut it off more than Tracie can. I don't think Tracie can cut off her addiction. I think Clint can, and I think that's why they were together in the first place, because he could dibble and dabble and stuff, but still make money for them, and she can just be a full on crackhead. Say Baby Jack, like a certified crackhead. It looked like Tracie was healing from a black eye in the mugshot. Who gave her the black eye? Was it her? Was it Clint? Was it the crack girl? We never know. And because it happened a couple of days ago, it's not much information out there. But I feel like the fact that she was arrested just like on the 6th, was like 4 days ago. I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense that she's still struggling to the point, because even the way she looked bad. Like, Who cuts their hair that way? It is all looks so bad. I just don't even know how to do it. Hey, Celeste. I gagged when he asked for the divorce first. Yeah, you know what? I didn't. I didn't because they need a divorce. They do. He didn't want to marry. He didn't want to marry her in the first place. I wasn't. It was funny when he said it first because she was shocked. Like, what you mean we should get a divorce? But I'm like, you brought divorce papers, so girl. But again, she wanted him to beg her to not divorce him, and her plan backfired. Um, Question: who was that other woman Mike was talking to when he was going? We all want to know that. That won't come out until next season, I believe. I think the season that starts next week will be a full season of new people. Plus the one lady who was on season one who we never what was her name? And what was it, Angela? The older white woman with the younger white guy. So that's the only person who we've seen before will be on next season. I think the season after that will be more of the people who we know, and it's a continuation of their story. It's gonna be the threesome of Mike, Sarah, and Mike, Sarah, and Megan. It might be Marcelino and Brittany. I don't think it needs to be them because they're boring to me, and I don't really care to see them. I don't care to see them continue. I think it would be Andrea and Lamar, and it may be Clint and Tracie, simply because if they still going through things. But we all want to know who was that woman, and she may be on the next season as well. Who knows? Question: do you happen to catch either Sarah or Megan? I was looking for because I follow Megan, I don't follow Sarah, and I kept looking for her post or whatever, and I didn't see it. But my power was also out, so they may have went live when I wasn't looking or whatever. But if they did go live, it didn't last long, and they deleted it because when I kept looking, it wasn't there. And I keep searching, the hashtag to find anything from them, and I don't see nothing. So I heard they were going back and forth. I know that Megan said she still talks to him now. They can, and that's how I know they're gonna be on the next season because they can't. Anytime people from a show won't tell you what's going on in the future, it's because they already doing stuff with the show. If they had just wrapped up that season and they wasn't doing anything else, they would have been saying what's going on now. The most they can probably say is Sarah can say we're not divorced yet because we all know that, and Becky can say we still talk. But I mean, them going back and forth to me is dumb. Y'all both look dumb because again, he played both of y'all. And if I was Sarah, I wouldn't dare go back and forth with my husband's girlfriend when he told me he didn't want to marry me. I would not care at all. They dumb. They both dumb. It's kind of crazy. Um, wait. Oh, I lost my place. Hold on, y'all. Um, Thanks, Sam, for saying please put the word question. So yeah, moderators just keep reminding people to put the word question so I can know, remind them to like the video and to follow me on all that good stuff. Thank you so much. It's weird that they didn't conclude with the text at the end as to what they were doing. Now, yeah, Andrea's crazy. That's why I think certain people we know is like for Scott and Lizzie. We see that Scott and Lizzie broke up. That Lizzie at home with her daughter, her mama, and she's going to, continue on, being a good parent. She's not going to be on another season. Or Marcelino and Brittany. They together got 50-50, well, 60-40 custody, and they want the jailbird murdering lady to be the godmama. Okay, cool. We don't need much more from that. But for Andrea and Lamar, for Clint and Tracie, and then for Megan, Michael, and Sarah, their stuff was weird towards the end. Like even the whole thing with Clint and Tracie, where Tracie kept like, oh, we're going to be together forever. Like you're stuck with me. I felt like that was them foreshadowing something else is going to be up, but we're going to hear more from them, within the next season. So I'm not surprised at all. I have no idea why she's so against LA. Because she's from Utah and she don't know no better. I really feel like where they're from in Utah, there are no like black people. So I feel like she's just not used to being around us. And so she is shell shocked in LA. And we have to remember that he was gone for so many months in jail or whatever. But I still feel like it's not like you live in like in the like I think she's over exaggerating. She just wants to go back to Utah. And the one thing I can say that I'm on her side about a little bit is that when he was locked up, the plan was that they were supposed to go to Utah. He was supposed to parole out in Utah, but he didn't. He paroled in LA. And then he was supposed to switch parole locations to Utah. He never did that. So I can say that the plan was supposed to be for them to be in Utah. And I think had he came to Utah straight from prison, I don't think they would have stayed in Utah, but I think they would have agreed to move to another state besides LA. So that's the one thing. But I mean, but you can't just kidnap a man and say, you know what I'm saying, come with me, we're gonna go to Utah for a visit, and oh, we ain't come back, I'm sending for my kids, I talked to your PO. That part to me is batshit crazy. It's completely batshit crazy. Have you watched The Boys? No. I haven't watched, no. I have not. Clint is on drugs. Yes, he is. He's 100% on drugs. And it's like, just get yourself. But you know he on drugs because he didn't leave Tracie for drug use. And they did. When he kept on saying before, the first time she did crack and left and whatever, you know, she was smoking crack. Nobody who doesn't smoke crack sits around with someone who does smoke crack and like this chill. I mean, you just don't. I know people who smoke crack. I've never been with them when they've done it, because why would I be around someone who smokes crack? That's just kind of crazy. So I feel like Clint participated, but again, he can cut himself on and off. He's a functional drug addict. That's what I think Clint is. And Tracie can't function when she's on drugs. She goes off the deep end. I'm just like, it's crazy because how do you take his ID and his car? Take his ID card. Andrea kept doing things. Andrea was doing things so drastically that it made her look, I think, crazier than what she is. The problem comes with the fact when she tells him what she's been doing and she see how he's reacting, and she's still saying, I think he wants to be in Utah. I think he's getting my point. You crazy. Because you're saying what you're doing, he's telling you he don't like it, and you still think that's him saying that he wants to be in Utah. No one wants to be in Utah except you. And that's just stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Where are Andrea's kids? Her kids were in LA because, again, they were only going to Utah for like a week or two to visit. And so the kids was with a friend of theirs in LA, but she then sent for the kids to come back to Utah because she's crazy. Okay. And it's because she's shit crazy, and it's just stupidity. It seems that Brittany and Marcelino will make it. I have good hopes for them. I feel like when we first met Marcelino and he seemed very, 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 very mean, rude, and protective, it was weird to like not think, okay, he's gonna be controlling, he's going to like be overbearing with her, and that's not what happened. It's like she became. We didn't realize how strong-willed Brittany was the first couple episodes. Like, it took like maybe 5 episodes. We're like, wait a minute, she's a tough bitch. You know what I'm saying? And so from that, I think that also took him by surprise. And I think that's the only reason they're going to make it, because she won't be controlled by him, but he still like controls her a little bit, but not so much to where it's like, oh, you know, you're being mean and rude to her. It's like what he gives, she gives too. And you know, they got a whole new kid or whatever. I guess he's a poker player. I guess he loves it. If he loves it, I like it. But I do think they'll make it. I still think they're making a jailbird person who's in prison for the next 10 years. The guy, mother, their daughter is stupid, but I mean, teach their own. Are we sure Andrea isn't on drugs herself? No, I don't think she's on drugs. I think she's just crazy. Some people are crazy without even drugs. I just think she dated a man who was already in prison. Her and Lamar dated for like 6 years. However old her youngest daughter is, that's about how long they dated, because the youngest daughter only knows him as a father figure since she was like 1 or 2, and that kid is like 8. You know what I'm saying? So she talked to him for a long time, and he had already been gone for a while. So I'm like, anybody who like has 3 children and you then like, you know what, I want to be with this person who's been in jail for like bank robbery. There's something wrong with you. You nuts. But I'm thinking like Lamar probably felt like, you know what I'm saying, well, where else am I gonna meet a girl who wants to be with me? And so now that he's out, and she feel like, well, he, you know, I cook for him, I clean for him, you know, I do this and I do that. Well, other women would do that for him as well, because it looks like Lamar got out and got a job and he's working, he's making money. Like it don't look like he's out and he ain't doing nothing. So I feel like, he can probably get another girl. So I just don't know why Andrea feel like, oh, he gonna miss me so much that, he can't move on. And I'm like, no, because you seem to be, as he said, she's starting to drive me crazy and I don't want to go back to jail for snapping. So he's also smart to leave her because if he feels like he can't not, snap on her, then he should leave. And if she don't get that she driving him crazy, let a crazy ass stay in let a crazy ass stay in Utah by herself. Cause that's just stupid. Tracy, as much as I was sad, it was sad. And she looks worse than she did before. Um, because it's all foolishness. Um, are being crackheads a requirement for the show? You know what? No, because I don't think Mike, Sarah, or Megan has done drugs besides regular weed. I don't think. Well, who else didn't do drugs? Well, season one, Garrett and the other girl, they wasn't on drugs. Um, but this season, between Clint and Tracie, um, Scott and Lizzie, and then Brittany, who were all former drug addicts. I mean, but some people go to prison for drugs, so it kind of goes hand in hand. It's just weird. When you say it's a requirement, I don't know. Seems Michael's mom was one. uh, no, some parents in Michigan look like that. You know, I, well, no, she may have done crack back in the day. She may have, but she's also stuck in old fashions. I mean, I don't know why she could add on like a baby fat coat, but Flint is a different city than people can like. I won't say it's like a low budget city, but I wasn't surprised to see how rundown her house looked and how old her fashion looked. I'm like, okay, because some there it's just like it's a little they're a little bit slower. Like I think it's like they behind like 5 or 6 years from it's weird. It's very very. And I had an ex who had family in Flint, and whenever we go up there, I was like, where are you? What year do they live? It was just weird, and that's just how they are there. I'm girl, it's kind of crazy. Um, there's a whole another woman with children that maybe like I don't think the woman who he was on the phone with, I don't think those his kids. Only because I think when him and Sarah was first together, I do think there was a real couple. I do think he was cheating, but I feel like if Michael had another girl and with kids, it would have already came out because he's all over the television and he's all over social media. And Flint, like Flint ain't but this small. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he would be able to have another person like that. Now, if he do have someone else, as someone he some kind of way probably met in prison, but I don't think whoever he was talking to has kids by him. I think she just has kids. That's what I'm assuming. Um, if they bring Michael back, I'm praying that they burn his mom baby fat coat. If they come back because the seasons are different, she probably won't need that coat. That's like the season we seen how at one point it was winter, and the next one it was like, oh, no one needs coats, and that's not how Michigan goes. If it's dead winter with ice and snow, that's like January, February. We don't get the kind of weather they had on the season finale until like April or May. So it was months in between when all that stuff happened. I could tell that just simply because of the weather, and now I live in Michigan, so I just know. Because it's foolishness. Michael mom is delusional as well. She blames Megan for the issues because she don't want to blame her son. She can also blame herself because she raised them. She, but I'll also say the mama hadn't watched the season. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, Sarah thought Megan was the reason until Michael told her the truth. I feel like once his mom watches the show and he said, "Well, I never wanted to be with her in the first place. I just want to be around my kids." That stuff he ain't told his mom and them. So I hope that once they see the season, they see out his own words because he told Sarah this had nothing to do with Megan. Like yes, I do love her, whatever. But it has nothing to do with her. I don't want you. I wasn't happy to see you. So again, I think once his mom and sister see the season, they'll be like, oh, it wasn't Megan's fault. Because if it wasn't Megan, it would have been someone else. But I'm like, But that's that just delusionalness of it all. Well, Clint told Tracy if she got back to jail, he's done. Yeah, but he also told her that, what I'm saying, she sucked dick for car rides. I feel like if you still marry somebody who you say that they suck dick for car rides, then you gonna just stay around. Because you married her despite that she sucked dick for car rides. And that's just kind of crazy. Um, but some people said that the reason they got remarried was because they weren't married legally the first time. And that's why Tracy was so adamant that they had to have a second ceremony because the first one wasn't fully legal. It may not have been, truthfully, but I'm like, I don't want to see Clint and Tracy no more. It's hopeless. I would want to see them if we can see what she got arrested for and if we see them divorce. Like, let us see the divorce play out, and then that could be the end of the situation. Crack is whack. Yeah, crack has always been whack. Okay, it's just it's like no. The Mormon chick get on my nerves. She gets on everybody's nerves, and Andrea seems sort of kind of smart. Besides being a convict before, but this whole thing, like it's the fact that she was going behind his back doing stuff. It's the fact that she was taking his ID. And you took the man's license, you took his debit card, and you hid, and then you hid in the bathroom. Are you gonna calm down? No, you took my stuff. I'm not gonna calm down because you are holding me hostage. Okay, and then say, well, how about I stay here and you come back in 3 weeks? He's like, no. When she said, give me my phone, Lamar, the kids gonna call me. The kids coming from LA. He said, fuck the kids. I said, oh, okay. He was done, okay, all the way done. It was just hilarious to me because I'm like, I just wonder what she thought she was going to accomplish. I don't get it. I get that she don't feel safe in LA. I get it. She feels uncomfortable in LA. She not wrong for that. She's also not wrong for wanting to move. Her wrongness comes in when she kidnapped the husband, kidnapped the man, and took his stuff. That's the part that was stupid to be. I can see Michael having 8 kids for 8 different women while being in a relationship with Sarah. Look, people all over the world does things like that. I'm not surprised. The bad guy who was my ex, when I met him, he had 1 kid. Well, he had 1 kid. The last I've known, he had 8 by like 5 women. So it definitely happens. You know what I'm saying, here in our surrounding cities. But I feel like the only reason Michael don't have more kids because he was locked up for so many years. So that probably stopped him from getting more women pregnant. But even now, for a minute now, so we shall see what's gonna happen. No, I did not see Sarah Meg on Live last night. Crackers back, and I don't follow Sarah. I don't like Sarah. I don't like Sarah's black scent. I don't like the fact that Sarah blames Michael for her struggling simply because when you got pregnant the first time and he left you destitute, he basically left you as a single parent. You then was happy to marry him in jail, have sex with him when he was out of jail and got pregnant, and you didn't take any precaution to not continue the foolishness of it. If I know a dude ain't good, and even if I choose to deal with him after the fact, I'm going to at least make sure he does not impregnate me because I can walk away with no more children. But I feel like this is just as much as he is to blame and just as much as he left her wrong. And yes, that was wrong. She allowed it to happen. She did. Like, she can't act like, oh, I didn't know what you were doing. You did because he did it before he went to jail. So, I mean, just because you didn't know about Megan, I mean, you didn't know that he was a philandering cheater. Because I don't trust you you didn't trust him. You didn't even trust him to be around a kid, your daughter before, whatever. You can't be gone and be a father. So you're saying that you did not trust this man, but you still did things with him as if you did trust him. And I'm like, girl, it's just stupidity. It's stupidity all up and through. I like how you focus on the fact that Jasmine actually graduated as opposed to Thorne shade her age. Jasmine, look, I the fact that Jasmine graduated at 20, at least she graduated. I believe she got pregnant and like left school and then just went back later. I wish the show would have explain that, because I feel like the show was being shady. Because, for saying, okay, it's her high school graduation, they know Jasmine, 20 years old. They knew people was gonna go in on that girl. They could have at least said, like, or Lizzie could have said, like, when she was in school, she left, had to go back, and that's why she's now graduating a little bit later. She could have been being a GED, but I think the show tried to throw shade. I'm looking like, at least she graduated. Okay, she's 20 years old, so what? But she got a she got a graduation diploma, so it is what it is. Um, can't be kidnapping men. You can't be. When you kidnap men, it don't. When you kidnap men, it don't work. Because who wants to force somebody to be with them? Like, I don't want to have to force a dude to force. I'm not forcing them. It's just stupidity in my book. I'm like, I just don't get it. Um. Oh, I just lost my place on the thing. God, crack is whack. Okay, back. Because I'm like, where did it go? Wait, no. I hate when it pops up and I can't see stuff. So hold on, y'all. Mike said this TV show is his job, but it is. I think it is. I think people don't realize that when you're on those kind of shows, you can use you on that show as people to book you and do things. I mean, he has a whole IG page. He was supposed to make it. He doing something. So it's like sometimes you do use it as a stepping stone, but wasn't Andrea in LA for wait, but wasn't Andrea in LA for when she was on Dance Moms with her daughter? Oh, I didn't know that I don't know nothing about that, because I don't know about Dance Moms. He's going back to Cali all the way. The fact that Clint was able to find crack in a whole new state. Boom. I never understand when people go to different cities and find the drug dealers. I don't know how it happens. Or he brought some with him. I believe Michael has another one with kids. Anyone else there? And they, honey, look, Day, because I follow Megan and I follow Michael on IG, and Michael posted, I guess, a snippet of his song, and Day was dancing to it. I'm like, the first time Day need to go sit down somewhere. Day. She looked like she can dance, but she's also aggravating to me a little bit. And I hear her little puffball thing to be on her head, and I just feel like she needs some fashion advice a little bit. And I want somebody to like tell her like to stay out of grown folks' business. And I think if they do that, it'd be good. Hey JJ, yes, Michael is pathetic. Let's Scott and Lizzie. Okay, so let's get off Michael and Megan because we can. That's a whole bunch. Scott and Lizzie. The fact that Lizzie was right, that Scott was on drugs, still shocks me. I didn't think he was on drugs. I thought he may have smoked a little bit of weed, but that was really it. So the fact that she passed her drug test and he couldn't even take his, it speaks volumes. I'm just like, that's crazy. And I feel like, who car was he beating up when she pulled up? I'm like, I hope that was his car. It's just kind of crazy. I just don't know who else would like beat up somebody else's car. I'm trying to see more questions to y'all stuff. Brittany gonna end up leaving Marcelino because she gonna get her bearings. I don't think she gonna leave Marcelino. I do think they're gonna be together for a minute. I think if they break up, it's gonna be years later. I don't see them. They seem to be a unit for right now. You know what I'm saying? Andrea is not from Utah. She's from the south side of Chicago, but that's true too. She may be from the south side of Chicago, but she lived in Utah. And she seemed like I think she moved to Utah for whatever ago. And she feels like that's her home. It's just a girl. I don't know. It's just crazy. She acts like Lamar is her kid. Her kid's dad. Well, she act like she's crazy. Question: have you ever seen the men on those inmate dating sites are fine, but they'll ruin your life? No, I don't. I don't look. I would never look on a dating. I should look on a dating website just to see if the people I know that's in jail are on them. Because I have like 3 or 4 friends from childhood that's in prison, and I just wonder but I don't even know like how do you even go about. Like, at what point in the day does somebody, you know what, let me go on the inmate dating website. Let me find an inmate to date. I'm like, for what? I don't know. I have never seen one. I'm not surprised that the inmates are cute because men are cute. My exes are cute. They've been locked up before, so I'm not surprised that it's cute. There's very, very, very attractive men in jail, but that's how they get you. That's how they get you. I said before, it's no problem if you knew someone in jail before they went to jail and y'all end up reconnecting or whatever. I don't think there's an issue with that. My issue with it is when you don't know this person at all and y'all get engaged and y'all get I'm like, why? Who does that? That's just stupid. I can't understand it. So that's the problem. Yeah, I've never seen. You know what? We gonna have to have a live. I'm gonna go on a damn website and get people's pictures. We're gonna vote on who we would date based on how they look. We're gonna do that next time, okay? But let me try to get a little bit lower in these comments. Or he can have any lady. He's nice looking. I'm kind of scrolling. Oh, thank you, Sam J. Oh no, so you deleted something. Oh, I don't know what it was. So they said something dumb, but somebody gave me $2. Thank you. It seemed like Lamar only married Andrea because she was there for him while he was locked up. No, and yes. I think when he first got out, he did like her. I think he just didn't know she was crazy, and the crazier she seemed, the more he seems to not want to be with her, and that's kind of crazy for her. I was surprised Scott was using drugs. I knew something was off. Yes, to me, I thought Scott was always sleepy. I thought he smoked weed. That's what I thought it was. But when he said, he used to do with whatever some things he used to do or whatever, that did shock me. Like, I have a problem. Can you just please help me? I'm like, oh, he's really like, he's actively struggling. I'm like, that's crazy. And Lizzie, I don't think she was wrong for not wanting to help him. Because as she said, I'm a recovering addict, and not only that, I'm on parole. So I can't be around it. And if you relapse, I can go to jail. I don't see nothing wrong with the way she did it was crazy because she went back there playing with his emotions. But I don't think once she had proof that he was like doing drugs, I don't think she was wrong for leaving. I don't. I would have left too. Um, Michael mom on that stuff. We all don't look like from Chicago. Well, no, some people look like they just had a hard life. And it don't even include drugs. They just been, they could have been drinking or whatever. But I don't as I thought about it, she looks a little rough, but what I'm saying, I'm not gonna judge that lady because I don't know that lady. Well, not today. Um there was a girl that came out on the internet saying that she had a child with him. Honey, anybody, it can happen. Oh, trolls and full of thank God for my my moderator because I don't see no stuff. But it's fine. So thank y'all. Did y'all hear Andrea last week when she said she needs a sister wife? She probably want one. That's that may be why Lamar wanted her because she wanted a sister wife, but he can have two women at the same time. But be careful what you ask for because you may have a sister wife and you may not have a husband. Because he's gonna put you out the pasture. Who wants to have sex with Michael? Let's not look. Let's not get it twisted. Michael isn't ugly. I want his nails to be clean. I think his hair always needs to be braided and oiled. But he's not an ugly looking guy, and he's young. And young girls in the city, whatever, that's what they go for. So I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised at someone can see how he is now and want to be with him. I think Michael may be a better person in about 10 more years. In about 10 more years, let him sow his wild oats or whatever, have or whatever fun. He may be a good guy when he's an adult. But he's still in his early 20s. He's still young, dumb, and full of cum. And says I'm not surprised at all because it can be that's a regular Detroit dude. He just happens to be from Flint. Andrea needs to work on herself for something she do. Andrea's self-esteem is low, but her insanity is lower. Just trying to say. Michael look dirty like he don't wash his. I think the reason he looks dirty is because he just I don't know, but girl, them shoes be dirty sometimes, but I'm not getting into this. I'm from Detroit and everything you saying. Yes, Flint is behind. So Flint is definitely behind. It's weird, for that or whatever. Megan is going to be Michael's sugar mama. Did you see how excited she was? Wasn't I don't think I think Sarah was a sugar mama. She just happened to be the wife. As she said, I've helped you more than anyone else, especially financially. I think Megan wants to be with him, but she also doesn't want to support him financially. I think she just wants to like be with him. I think Sarah felt like I have to have his kids, be supportive, put money on his books. She was doing the most, and she was the wife. Um, I think Megan spent the most money talking to Michael, paying phone bills for Michael, putting him on the phone. But I don't think she like sent him like money, or whatever, because I just don't see it. And I feel like I feel like she just didn't want to be with him, whereas Sarah was like, I'm gonna put up with whatever, and and just keep complaining about whatever, but also keep supporting him and helping him, and driving the friend from to the kids, always being the one to help him do stuff. I feel like that's why she got played the most, because she did the most for him, in my opinion. Um, Tracie the kind is a mess. Megan didn't invite Michael in the house because she knew her daddy would beat him up. She like, no, ain't gonna do it. But I felt like we seen a scene of him in the house. So I feel like it's stuff they left out that we're gonna see, come up the next season. I'm gonna almost be done with the live because I did not plan on being here this long. Because the longer the lives are, the longer it just takes you to like approve stuff. Um, Only give Megan a pass because she was a virgin sometimes. And that's something else too. Even though Megan was a little bit older than him too, she was a whole virgin. And he took it from her. Not well, she gave it to him or whatever. And she was stigmatized. And it happens. And I'm like, it's absolutely crazy when she believed him because she was just naive. And hopefully, by her going through that, she'll know what not to do next time. But I'm like, it was as Linda B said, a whole mess. Because Andrea was a whole hot mess. She really, really was. Um, he got kidnapped. Lord Jesus, Andrea does need a sister wife to help her. No, I think Andrea needs this kid. Andrea needs some therapy. She needs to understand how to communicate. She needs to understand that being a wife is more than taking care of home. It also means if you have an issue, you have a conversation with your husband. You do not kidnap him. You just don't do that. Um, right? She would even let Michael see her in her home. Michael better let that rap career fall into the right. Well, the song I heard on Michael's IG where he was letting Daddy dance or whatever, it was mumble rap. But a lot of these rappers are mumble rap. But I'm like, look, if who the mother the if them other mumble rappers can do it, so can he. I mean, I won't listen to it. I won't buy it. I won't support it. But to each their own. It's in this new day and age with the cost of living so high. There's nothing wrong with living with your parents. Um, I mean that's true. However, in Michael's case, you married with two kids. You need to do something with your own self. But I do know that people, it's the cost of living is high, they can't afford things. You have to still be able to sustain yourself. Period. That's just how I feel about things. Um, hey B Smith or Bay Smith, you call me live. Yeah, I'll be trying to pop up and pop in or whatever. Michael might have potential for a career as well, he do make pretty kids. Um, if you ask me, Michael's career is the show. It is, but it's the thing. We watch the show, so we can't. And it's entertaining. Look, it is as ratchet as it was. Michael, Megan, and Sarah's storyline was entertaining. It was stupid. It was ratchet, but it was entertaining. Scott and Lizzie was entertaining. It was all entertaining craziness. And I always say this. This is things that we all know somebody. We all know a real life Michael, Megan, and Sarah. We do. And the difference is they not being paid, we on no show. That's it. So I feel like, what I'm saying, it's entertainment. It is what it is. I rebuke all the trolls. They come out in the woodwork, we're gonna ignore them. Just gonna keep blocking and deleting and this because I haven't seen nothing. So thank y'all. Um, Michael's a straight up loser. You know he is. Sarah needs to love herself and get her. Yeah, she needs a real good birth control. Some real good birth control. It just popped up again. Oh wait, then I think I've covered. So did we cover everybody? I think we covered everybody. We 45 minutes in, so that's a good show after. So it's a good after show chat. You know what I'm saying? So what I think I'm going to do from now on is certain shows. If I go live, it will be the day after to discuss finales and this good episodes because I can't do lives right after a show, but I can do a day after. I can schedule it and all that good stuff. So we may do that a little bit more for the shows that people watch, so that we can also chit chat about it a little bit. Okay, and it could be the following day. Basketball, yeah, basketball wise, come on Mondays. Let me see. Put in the comment section right now. What shows would y'all want a live after show? Of course, it'll be the day after now. The day after. I'm trying to see what day because I don't know what day nothing comes on. I just have to look at the schedule. Let's see, because tomorrow we have 90 Day Fiance, Potomac, Mondays, Love and Hip Hop. When does Basketball Wives come on? Oh, on Wednesdays. Okay, so you know what? On Thursdays, I can do a Basketball Wives after show. Thursdays at 9. I can do that. So now I'm gonna set it up now for next Thursday. We'll have a Basketball Wives live after chat because Thursday I don't review nothing. I come home and I chill out. Married at First Sight. Let's see what they Married at First Sight come on because that was that Cynthia. Married at First Sight comes on also on Wednesdays. Okay. So okay, I'll look at that. So Basketball Wives. Married at First Sight, because somebody else kept asking me about Married at First Sight, and I don't like reviewing. You know what? Yeah, I'll do a live after show on Thursday. I'll do two. I can do two live after shows maybe on Thursdays, only because I'm not reviewing nothing on Thursdays. Um, Love and Hip Hop. I probably can't do Love and Hip Hop because Tuesday I may be able to because Black King Crew don't come on Tuesdays no more, and the only show I have to do on Tuesdays is Pose and Ambitions. Pose comes on at 10. So on Tuesdays, maybe at 8:30, from 8:30 to 9, I can do a after show for those. So I'm gonna set up these lives today. Okay, I'm gonna set it up so that y'all can see it and be scheduled. So we're gonna do an after show on Tuesday at around 8:30. You know what I'm saying? I may do it at 9 because polls don't come on until 10. So maybe do on Tuesdays we'll do Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And on Thursdays we'll do Basketball Wives, and we'll also do Married at First Sight. So we'll do that. And then while we're in those, we can discuss Snowfall. So we shall see. Let me look at some of y'all comments because I wasn't looking too much. Basketball Wives will be great. Basketball Wives, hello from Spain. Hello from Spain. Drew, thank you. Married at First Sight. Pose, Power Claws. Power, I may do because Power, I review Power Sunday morning, so I'll be up at midnight, and hopefully Power is still available on Stars at midnight. So my Power reviews will be up early Sunday. And so maybe after the episode airs, I can go live. Where I have to see how Stars plays it because the Stars doesn't have Stars does not have it available. I have to see. Pose. I have to see this. I have to see. I don't know. Claws. I may do claws. Okay, I may do, and maybe I'll do live chat. Either each show, and I may be able to only do it for like 30 minutes because it seems too much. We shall see. Um, what was Married at First Sight, Snowfall? Snowfall we'll have to discuss. I know my basketball wives, people love my basketball wives because I'll be usually going in. So I can definitely do basketball wives. Ambitions, we shall see. We shall see. 'Cause I can't do a live after chat for all the shows I review when I'm asleep. I gotta sleep too, y'all, but we shall see. And that's some stuff I have to do when I first get home because later on I'm reviewing and watching stuff. So we shall see. Jay's after show chats is what it would be. Will you be reviewing David Makes Man? I don't know. I'm gonna watch it, see if I like it, see if it's reviewable, and then we shall see. So I haven't. I need to set my DVR to record it, but I haven't even done that yet. But we shall see. Basketball begin on my dang nerves. It was in. I can't. I can't. I'm waiting for Greenleaf. I'm waiting for Power. I'm waiting for the new season of Love After Lockup. I'm looking forward to The Walking Dead. I will be reviewing The Walking Dead. So yeah, there's a couple shows I'm just waiting for. Okay, cool. Listen, is there going to be a spinoff with Andrea and Lamar, Clint and Tracie? No, I don't think it's going to be a spinoff. I think they're just going to give us another season of the couples who we've seen already, and they're because it's life after lockup, and it was supposed to be love after lockup. So I'm assuming they just gonna give us more of that or whatever. We shall see. But I'm gonna end it here, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We can do this probably next week again. I'll probably do another love after lockup live after next week on Saturday. It may not be so late in the day. Wait, no, I gotta do something next Saturday. I got an open house next Saturday. So I have to see what time I can do it for. But I don't know. Those shadows, the photos I do on Basketball Wives. Um, so yeah. Love you all. This is a great little chat and everything. So yeah, I'll set up the live that I'm going to do for Lisa Basketball Wives, Married at First Sight. I'll set those things up. Just to, again, it'll be the following day, not the day it comes on, because I have to review the stuff that day, but the following day and that evening is when, after I'm off work, we can have a live chat. So as long as y'all are available to be here and chit chat or whatever, I'll do it. So, this may be the other way that I'll be going live, going forward, because sometimes it's not enough gossip to do, like, live chats or whatever it is, or sometimes it's not enough questions either, but we shall see. But everybody have a great night. I'm gonna give you some watermelon and chill out. I'm gonna watch the acrimony, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.